This is my audience for my nonprofit advocacy speech.
There's some more.
All right. My name is Tanner Englehart, and this is my nonprofit advocacy speech. Don't you want to help fulfill our nation's promises in assisting our veterans? America wouldn't be the country it is today without the sacrifices made by our veterans. The amount of disabled veterans in our country that sacrificed everything they had for us need our utmost respect and help. The disabled American veterans need our help to those who have risked it all for our country. Disabled veterans across the country struggle to recover from the physical and the mental damage that their service has brought upon them. These illnesses or disabilities include post-traumatic stress disorder, issues supporting their family back home, physical injuries that prevent them from working, and adjusting to the civilian lifestyle that they're just not accustomed to when they're serving. A quarter of all veterans that have served are disabled due to those various instances. According to the Pew Research Center's website, veterans who served in combat are 3 times as likely to be disabled as those who have not. So for example, 24% of all veterans are disabled from their service in any of those categories that I listed, compared to 8% of just normal civilians living their own lifestyle. So they're 3 times as likely to go through those problems. If any nonprofit is deserving of our funds, it should go to the veterans who risked their lives for our freedom. I believe that without our veterans, we wouldn't be near the same country that we are today, just from all the wars that we've had to fight, preventing terrorist attacks, just earning our freedom back when we gained our independence in 1776, and everything through today. Because of this, they deserve our utmost respect and help. Pew Research Center informs us on their website that nearly 3 in 10 disabled veterans, 28%, report their disability kept them from getting or keeping a job at some point in their lives. Those are people that actually had the disability and they've gone out and tried to get a job and they weren't able to. That's 3 in 10 people. Moreover, over 4 in 10, or 46% of disabled veterans who are not working says their impairment, whether mental or physical, has kept them from getting a job. It's just a recurring issue for them, and it's made them harder for them to go out and just maintain and hold a position. It just isn't fair that some of these people are kicked to the curb once they've done everything they have for our country, and we just kind of forget about them after they've served for us. And although there's a lot of benefit programs, it's hard to be able to keep up with all those people, and sometimes they just get lost in the mess of things. But that's why we need associations like the American Disabled Veterans to assist those people. With our help, we could change the lives of our veterans and their families. As stated in the mission statement of the DAV, the Disabled American Veterans, the purpose of the DAV is the following: made up exclusively of men and women that were disabled in our nation's defense. The Disabled American Veterans is dedicated to one single purpose: building better lives for all our nation's disabled veterans and to their families. Our funding can assist in the expenses to those who have ongoing injuries but don't have the funds to fix them, whether it's having to amputate limbs or just even having consulting to assist their post-traumatic stress. Everything in that regard, it's expensive, and a lot of times they don't have the money because they haven't been working their whole lives. They've been serving our country, and they haven't had they don't have the funds to pay for those expenses. And so the Disabled American Veterans help this cause. We would help the program that finds jobs for our veterans who were previously discriminated due to various illnesses. The DAV also has a program that is a job finding organization that thrives in providing jobs to employers that hire disabled veterans. Lastly, our aid would help in the ongoing transportation and benefits program. There's all kinds of benefits, but like I said, a lot of times it gets messy, and a lot of people are kind of left on the curb without help. And so their services make sure that nobody gets left behind, and also they have transportation services like metro buses and things like that are specifically going to pick them up and take them to jobs and things like that. So we would help that cause in aiding to fund those programs. In conclusion, I find that the disabled American veterans is the only logical choice for our funds to be donated. Many people in this world need help, but the ones who sacrificed everything for our well-being deserve the assistance that we can give. I speak from the heart with this topic because I know so many people who have fought for our freedom and have to live with the consequences of it every day. The websites that I used in conducting my research was the Pew Social Trends and the DAV website itself. Thank you.